Hi Flosstube, I'm Becca of Wisteria Stitch. Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to get in another recording because I have been doing Maynia. So I've been doing a new start every day, almost, and on days that I miss, I end up doing 2 the next day. So I'll be doing 2 today. So I have a lot to show you, not a ton of progress made on any one thing. So, and then I've got a little bit of haul. And yeah, so we'll hop into it. So my one big exciting partly finish. It is a partial finish. I got the top row done on my HAED SAL. It is Innocent Dream by L&L Designs. We have a top row, the whole thing. We are just over 50% through what is currently released because I've got some extra stitches already started down here. So now that I've shown you this, it's off a hoop. I can put it back on the hoop and start stitching it again. Very excited. It's so pretty. Like, look at the detail. I'm very excited because right here is a really pretty dark leaf. It's got some really pretty detail in it, and I'm really excited about it. So, excited to pick this back up. I haven't worked on it in a few days. Since I think the last recording was on maybe May 3rd. So I think since the last recording I've gotten 3,231 stitches on it. Give or take 750 stitches because I don't remember completely when I recorded last. I don't know if I mentioned on my last video on the April updates, but it is my best month probably ever. I had 23,804 stitches, which is insane. I had a lot of stitching. I had a lot of stuff to work through. I think I showed this to you last time. I don't know that there's been any progress since I last showed you. But again, I don't remember when I recorded last, so I'll show it to you anyway. Because she's beautiful. The November Topaz Fairy by Mirabilia. I do think I showed this to you because I had left off at the pink. And I think I remember saying that now. So there's no progress on her, but she's just pretty. She's on a 28 count linen. It is Grace Notes fabric, mint matcha. But I took her off her frame because I'm going to move her into a Q-snap instead of a hoop. Then we get into May starts. Now, some of these I might have shown you because, again, I think I showed you the first 2 or 3. But in case I didn't, I will show you now. So this is off of Amazon. My sister got it for me. It is Elves Riding Unicorns. Super cute. I think I did talk to you about this one already. I think these might be CXC floss, and I really like them. But just this tiny little start up in the corner here. Pretty sure you've already seen this. Had 158 stitches into it. This was April's whip go. So I do need to get 1,000 stitches into this. So this will be back out. I have it currently up on my maypole to take with me. It's between this one and a wolf that is also an Amazon pattern. I did a light versus dark. And instead of any particular number of stitches, it'll just be hitting my whip go goal. because I will be in North Carolina. I leave tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, goodness. So today is May 13th. Tomorrow I'll be heading to North Carolina to stay with my sister-in-law, and I've got a wedding in South Carolina over the weekend on Saturday. So we'll be going there. You've seen this one already as well. This is Life is Too Short. Or Life is Short. It'll look like this. Life is Too Short to Wait. I actually really like this. This is another whip go. Any kits like this, they are whip goes for this year. So I will get 1,000 stitches on all of them, in theory, by the end of this year. Any of them that have already been pulled, my goal is to kind of start working through them more in the coming weeks. Now this one is, I believe, Tiny Modernist. It is, and you may not have seen this one yet. This is Forest Friends by Tiny Modernist. This is what it will look like. I started this, one of my friends is making this for a baby shower gift. And so a bunch of us were like, oh, I have that pattern. We all started. There are 3 or 4 of us working on it right now. I am probably the least far on it because I just did a start. I put an hour into it. You've seen this fabric before. It's a mystery fabric that I have put 2 other projects on. But I love it. I might have shown this one to you also. I don't remember. Life is Short got 170 stitches in, and this one got 179. This one probably won't come back out for a little while because I don't have any goals for it right now. I just wanted to start it because everybody else was starting it. And that's what we do. We enable each other, and we enjoy doing it. On May the 4th, I started Yoda. This is, I don't think this one has been called yet. Life is Too Short was called in March. Yoda has not been called yet. Yoda got 156 stitches in. I started in the middle for the first time in a while. And oops, here he is. So just started working on the robe. And I believe that might be staff or it might just be robe. I'm not entirely sure. Wherever the middle is. That actually might be here, like in his hand. That dark spot might be where his hand is going to be. Oops. So I think this might be this right here. Maybe? No idea. I'll find out when I have more than 100 something stitches in, I'm sure. Sure, I'll figure it out as we get there. On the 5th, I started... Oh, this one's fun. So, these are my colors. I'm using a bunch of hand dyeds. Some of them are silks, some of them are cottons. So there are 3 purpley pinks and 3 reds and yellows. And I started with this color. And this is my meager start. Can anybody guess what this is? Anybody? I don't think I've shown you guys this pattern yet. But can you tell what it's going to be? Huh? Anybody? Each one is a different color. Well, I'll show you. It is by Artecy. And it is Mexican sugar skulls. So the one I'm working on is the red one in the corner with the diamond on the forehead. So each one, I'm going to do them all separately. They're all going to be on this fabric. This is a 40 count mystery linen. I have a whole fat half of this. So I'm going to do each one separately with 2-inch, I think I gave it 2-inch margin. And I'll have them all cut out and framed separately or finished different. They might be finished differently. I don't even know if they'll all get framed. But I'll put them all over our house. We can have one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen. We can put them anywhere. We're going to end up with a big house eventually. Right now we just have our cabin, and that'll be made as a guest house down the road. But so there'll be more space for stuff eventually. But I had a lot of fun stitching on that. And I got 120 stitches, and that's a 40 count. I think I'm doing 1/1. Or maybe I'm doing 1/2. 1/2 sounds more accurate. Then I started Wild One. This is another Whip-Go. I think it might be May's Whip-Go. One of May's. Yeah, this is one of May's Whip-Go's. Put my hour in on it. Gotta find it. Without pulling out the pattern. Here we go. Another center start. I think it goes this way. And this is in between the I and the L. I think this is the I that I started working on here. No, this is the L, sorry. So this is going to be the L for Wild. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is the L. So, got that. This is a really, one thing I noticed for Artiste, I like their fabric better than Dimensions because it's softer. But their flosses are a little scratchier, where I prefer Dimensions fabric, or Dimensions floss, but I don't like their fabric, because their fabric is a lot stiffer. So if we could just marry the two, that would be ideal for me. But I use a lot of Zweigart. Like most of the stuff that I use, I believe is Zweigart. So that might be why. Then my next new start is lovingly known as Twyla. Corinne from Grace Notes is working on this one already. But she's restarting it, I think, because of me. It's my fault. So this is Fairy Storyteller by Jenoviya Art. And I'm doing it 1/1 on 32 count. Tent. 1/1 tent on 32 count. This is a Spiced Honey Lugana by Color and Cotton. And this is where we are. This is 1/1 tent. This is 10 stitch. Like, even close up, that's pretty good coverage. I'm very excited about this. I think 32 count 1/1 tent is my new thing. Now what you won't see, oh, you do. So I'm starting and ending my threads the same way, so I leave a tail. Since I can't do loop start, I will do a tail start and just leave a tail here and then go over and start stitching, and then I leave a tail to end how I already end my threads. So this is this. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if it's the fabric that I'm loving, if it is the end pattern, that I'm doing it with somebody else. I'm not sure what the reason is, but I'm really enjoying it. It's also just black right now, so I think I need to get this. I mean, I only have the black for it right now. I need to finish kitting it up. I only had enough to start. But I need to get this into my rotation because I really like it. So I need to get it kitted so that I can start working on it more regularly. This was my last start, I think. So I'm going to show you the other ones first. This is my I Smell Snow. This is a Forbidden Fiber Co. pattern. They did a kit. It is all in white. This is what it'll look like. And it is on, the fabric is Snow Monster, and I'm using their 027 cotton. And this is where we are. Just the first two snowflakes. Look at this needle minder. It's so cute. But these snowflakes were so fun to do. So I think if I like doing snowflakes, I think I might like doing Quakers. Because it's kind of the same thing, right? They're very similar. So, very happy with this. Very excited to get this back out. I am thoroughly enjoying both of my Forbidden Fiber Co. patterns that I have right now. So, I'm going to have to get more. Then, this is my Oopsies. This Home is Where Our Story Begins. This is this month's WIP Go, I think. So I'm going to have to do some damage control on it now. So I don't know how to read a pattern, apparently. This is my first day. I got all this in. Was really happy with it. It's like, man, I made some serious progress here. This is going to be a really quick stitch. Then I realized these are supposed to be half stitches. And I put them in as full crosses. So I had to pick it all out. But half stitches are really fast. And I'll already have a guide on where I need to put all my stitches because the holes will be all loose and floppy once I pull them all out. So, way to go, me. Nailed it. So I don't even know how many stitches I got on that one because I just marked it as 1 on my tracker so that I knew that I'd worked on it on that, like the day that I started it. And then this one is grandchildren. Way more fun than their parents. Making this for my mom. Now this one was interesting because when I went to start it, it had already been started by not me. I think my grandma had started it. And so it was the pants and the feet. But the pants didn't have the bobbles down here. I added those. But notice, the pants in the picture were green. So she changed the colors, which is fine. She also made her a little thinner. She made her thinner by a stitch. I don't know if that was intentional or not. And also, in here you can see this stitch, this row of stitches is over 2 rows. Like the stitches are 1 column, but 2 rows. And I left it. Because I think this was started by my grandma. And so I'm keeping the quirks. and I'll work with it. So what I did is I got the little bobbles down here, and then I started on the sweater and I got her hands. When I was working on the sweater is when I noticed that there was a stitch. We were a stitch short up here, but we had all the stitches down at the bottom here. So somewhere in here we lost a stitch, but it's fine. So this will be pulled back out, probably finished this year, because 1,000 stitches, like, this is going to be, if this is more than 1,000 stitches, it's going to be so close that unless I'm just really burned out on it, by the time I hit 1,000, I might as well finish it. And the last thing I've worked on so far is I started, and I'm very excited about this, my January Garnet fairy. She's so pretty. And I worked on this. What else was I doing in white? I think I started this and I don't remember because it wasn't the snowflakes. Maybe it was. Maybe I started both of them on the same day. November Topaz Fairy was, or no, January Garnet Fairy is what I'm looking at. May 11th. And Grandchildren was May 11th. I did something else that was all in white on May 11th. Oh, Bluey. I don't have Bluey with me. I'm so sorry. I can show you a picture. Well, let me show you this one first. Okay, so I got her started. I got her wing started, all in white. Here we go. So this is on Strawberry Latte. So we got our start in of white stitches. And I did this while I was watching Outlander. So I love this fabric. It's so pretty. And I might need more of it. I don't know what I need it for, but I like it a lot because it's not such a bright pink. It's more like a mauve-y pink, if that makes sense. But these cute little stitches. And then, because apparently I forgot to bring Bluey. Bluey was my third maypole. And so I got 2 characters done on Bluey. So these are the 2 that I got done. Got a notification of one here. And this is pretty much what it looks like in full right now. So the goal is 2 characters a month. This was the first 2. This is the second 2 characters I've gotten done this year. So I'm a couple months behind, but fear not, I'm working on it. Like I said, so my maypole, my 4th one, the piece that is getting time this week is going to be Main Street. I'm going to finish the quilt shop. I'm gonna have to do that today if I'm leaving tomorrow because I don't want to take it with me, but I might need to take it with me now. And then the other maypole will be the light versus dark, either the unicorn or the wolf. They're both whip go calls. They've both been pulled. So they both need 1,000 stitches. So whichever one is called is the whip go goal that'll be hit next. And then I have a bunch of new starts ready. And then my haul. So first, we'll start with the less exciting stuff. I ordered a pack of these, like 72 bags, different colors. I gave 20 of them to my mom, so I have like 50 of these. I'm putting all of these kits. I hate the packaging they come in, so they're all going in one of these as I open them. The only ones they keep to keep their packages is this one, the wolf, and then there's a lighthouse that's in similar packaging. I don't hate this because it's like doesn't have the sticky on it, or it's not like a weird hard plastic envelope. So got a bunch of these because I have a million kits. And then for anything that I don't have a pretty project bag for, since I'm starting everything right now. Then hobby something hobby, just in case you guys want to check it out. Hobby Trendy had these on sale, so I got 5. So now I have 6 nerd hoops because I'm obsessed with these now. And I needed one because I would rather work on this than on this for my bunny. So I'm going to put the bunny in this. This is, I don't hate the hoop. Like, I actually like these hoops. And this is still lighter than the Nerge. Like, the hoop is still lighter than the Nerge. But I like that it's square. So now I have more Nerge hoops for my full coverages. And that's what I wanted. I want to be able to put a Nerge with each of my full coverages that I want to be working on regularly. Which means I'm going to be moving Kitschy Cute Collector again. Because I'd rather have it on a Nerge than on the Q Snaps. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with all the extra fabric. Then I got a 1, 2, 3 stitch order. I drive a stick. I'm going to make this for one of my sisters-in-law. It's really cute. Like, look at these colors. They're so fun. And then couldn't go alone. So I got Grandpa's Pickup because it's so cute and I like it. So it's going to be so quick. It's just 195 stitches square. Oh, that's if I was doing the whole thing. This is not that. 63 stitches square is what it says on the front. Sorry. So super small, super quick, super cute. I have a few more things that I forgot, and so I have to go grab them. All right, that was a much longer hiatus than I planned. I ended up with a work call that popped up in between. So, other piece of Stitchy haul. I got custom-made flosses for 2 projects. 2 of 3. There will be a 3rd package eventually. But from Floss Tones, I got Peacock Medley. Look at that. That I'm going to be putting on the 2019 Mystery Sampler by Fox and Rabbit. So I'm going to be doing this, I don't remember if it's a 32 or a 36 count fabric that I'm doing it on. But I think I'm going to do it 1/1 or 1/2. And so this is the floss that she made me for it. It was a surprise. I told her I want something like a peacock because look, there's a peacock in the middle. And I think that would just be really pretty. And so she made me peacock. And then for the 2017 mystery sampler, I said, I think it feels fall-y because we've got like these acorns in here and it just feels kind of like fall to me. So she made me Autumn Medley. And I think it's just really pretty. I love these yellows. And like kind of this like orangey brown into the more dusty brown. It's very pretty and I am very excited to have it. She also sent me because Jamie and I are doing, with a few other people, we are doing Stitch to the Moon for, it's the Full Coverage Fanatics. So she made me a big claw scissor fob. Look at this. Look at this little astronaut. And he's sitting on the moon. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Look how cute he is. A little spaceship. And these little planets. They're so fun. And so that one's probably going to go on a bag. And then she made me a little claw, a little lobster claw one that I can put on my scissors. That's just planets and a spaceship. And they're so cute. They're just darling. And I was not expecting this. I wasn't sure I was going to get my flosses before I left for North Carolina. But I did, so I will be starting both of those while I am away. I already had the fabric packed up just in case. So, these will both be started in the next week or so. Then I got a monster. Everything else in this is floss. This all floss. And this is for, I have a friend who is doing this piece with one of her friends, and she just wanted some help. And I was like, ooh, I'll help. And so try to open it so I can show you it is the World of Disney. It's a very large file. While that's loading. So I just got this. My goal is to put in like 1% on it. I don't know if I'll get all that 1% done right now. But this is the pattern or the cover photo. It is 200 colors of DMC, 999 by 694. It's a beast. But this is how big this fabric is. It's like my arm span. From here all the way to here. So where we're at. Where they have gotten so far, they started in the upper right corner. And this is being stitched 1/1 or 2/1 tent. On an easy count, easy grid, I think this is 25 count. So this is where they're at. I am going to help out by filling in some of the white, like some of the ninja stitches in these, and working on some of this border and just filling in any of like the missing spots, the open spaces, so that when my friend picks it back up, she is able to start on something fresh. Because it's her first full coverage and it's massive, and that makes it hard. So I was like, I want to help. So I may or may not take this with me to North Carolina. Or it might wait until I get back. I'm not sure yet. I already have many a project going with me. So that leads me into Mother's Day. And why I might get a little bit less stitching done. For Mother's Day, I was very I asked very quietly. No, ma'am. No painting. I very quietly asked for an e-spinner, and he delivered. So this is my e-spinner. It's an electric eel wheel 6.1. So I immediately got started spinning. This is some Jacobs. This is the rest of that Jacobs. And then I did a Shetland, 8 ounces of Shetland. And then I started on some Gray Corriedale. And I've had a hard time stopping. Here, look at my pictures. So I ended up placing an order. And I don't know if this is something you guys might be interested in, but it's pretty, so why wouldn't you be? I got 2 practice balls for my spinner. Then I got, not right now, baby. I ordered this. I got for free. This was a freebie because it was her. She just launched her website. So this is called Dance Party. Look how pretty it is. It's shiny. There's Angelica in here. So I was one of the first 10 people to order on her new site, so I got that. And the balls are not hers. That I ordered. This is Peacock Pyrite. And it's beautiful.
Give it back.
No, ma'am.
It's my ball.
No, it's not yours. We are in the mine, give it back phase. We just entered it about last week, and I hear I'll never get out of it now. So, no. Do not grab. It's not yours. That's why I have to put everything away as I'm done showing things. This is Splish Splash. The greens and the blue. No. No, go. And then the last one I got is Pile of Crystals. Now this has like some curl in it. You see this has some curl in it? It's very soft. I love it. It's all fluffy. So let me know if you're interested in seeing my spinning, because I mean, even if you're not, I might just start making separate videos of spinning because I'm really loving it and I can get so much more done in a faster time. But this is from Done Spun. So if anybody's interested, she's Done Spun on Facebook, and her website, this is her card. I don't remember the website. You'd have to look her up on Facebook and then go to her website from there. but she's fabulous. Her and the Fiber Fairy are my two favorites. I have a lot of floof from both of them, and I will probably be posting more videos of the fluff. So with that, life real quick so that I can get my floof back from the baby before she ruins it. We're going to be going to North Carolina. We leave tomorrow. We get back the 24th probably. And I got a wedding that we'll be in on Saturday, which is going to be fun. It's my best friend, and I haven't seen her since this time last year when we went to Disney together. So very excited. And there's really not much else. So I'm going to go wrangle the child, get this video uploaded, and if you like all of this, like, subscribe, leave me comments, let me know what you think about the fluff, and if I should show you more or if I should put it in a separate video so that you can choose to skip past it. Love to hear your thoughts. But thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye!